What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I do apologize for not being here for a while. I have been very busy on other stuff that I've been doing in my life, but we are back at it again. This is going to be another story time that you guys have been waiting for. This is the time that I got drunk at work with my friends. We were all lifeguarding at the time. Now, I would not recommend anybody do this. Do not do this at home. I'm just giving you a story time about how this happened in my life and stuff like that. So, to get right into it, it was a rainy day on a Saturday. Nobody was at the pool. It was, we all remember, my friend Timo, and then we'll have another friend. We'll call him L. Me, Timo, and L. We were all there with our older swim coach that we'll call by his nickname Jesus, because his image looked like Jesus when he got out the pool and stuff like that with his hair. We were all sitting there and we're all playing Uno. We're all like, you know what? It'd be a good idea if we played drunk Uno. So our Jesus decides that, because he's older than us, that he was going to go out to the alcohol store and he would get us all the bottles. We just have to pay him for it and all that stuff. So we'd give him money for all that. And L, who got a tequila bottle, Timo got a Fireball. I'm not going to lie, I don't recommend Fireball. It's not my thing. And I got a vodka bottle. So we all have our own separate bottles for this own game of drunk Uno. And this is my second time drinking, so I'm not experienced on drinking, but my first time I really didn't, I knocked out in the beginning of it. So this time I really wanted to get fucked over. So before we start playing, we all make the rules that if you get a draw 2, you have to take 2 shots. If you do a draw 4, you have to take 4 shots. So because of that, we all have to start off with, you draw 2, someone else has to draw 2 and take the shots. But I didn't listen to those rules. I decided that if somebody else had to take a shot, I would take the shot with them, as well as me having to take shots if they draw 2 or draw 4 on me. So while this was happening, we got to, I'm not gonna lie, I think I got up to 14 shots. After 14 shots, it got a little hazy. I can't remember how much everybody else was drinking. I just know that they definitely drank way more than me, because I wasn't getting a lot of draw. I had a lot of draw 2s and draw 4s in my deck, so I didn't have to worry about drinking as much. So I would drink as much as they did, but then they would drink they would have to drink 4 or 12. I would just drink 2. So I'm now 14 down. I'm over here all messed up and everything like that. L is in the chair. He's just messed up, swinging and shit like that, just all over the place. Timo, he's trying to hold himself together. He's not doing well, but he's trying to hold himself together. He's still drinking the Fireball, still acting tough, but he's a heavy set dude, so he can take more alcohol than anybody else. So we going through the game. It's draw 2, draw 2, draw 2. Oh my gosh, we stacked it up to draw 12 for L. L had to draw 12 shots, and it was over for him. After that, he didn't he sat down, and we stopped the game because everybody was messed up, and they're all sitting there, we're all relaxing, listening to music and all that stuff, and I get the best idea that I'm going to hang over the edge, because this is a shack right in front of the pool that goes out to the pool that everybody can see, where everybody can check in at. So I'm hanging over it like I just have a dead body, like I'm a dead body just hanging over it. And thank you, nobody was walking in the neighborhood and decided to say, yo, why is that lifeguard just hanging there like that? But it was a rainy day, so nobody was really paying attention too much. But we were all listening to music. I'm hanging there. They're all like, Fred, you good? Like, trying to get me up and everything like that. And I'm like, hey, I'm trying. But it wasn't working. I said, we finally get through the whole joint. It's about 4 or 5 hours later. We're all now calmed down a little bit, and we all decide that we're gonna go bowling right after work. So we get off work around like 8:30. We all decide to drive different cars. We all go to the bowling alley. L decides to come with me in the car, so we drive together. Jesus decides to drive himself, and Timo decides himself. But Timo decides that he wants to drink the Fireball while he's driving. So he's driving with the Fireball and drinking it. Me and L are over here like, he's crazy. Hopefully he doesn't crash. We sat behind him making sure that he was all good, because he was doing something risky. So we all get there. We're all there. We're about to start bowling and all that. Jesus decides to get us beer. It was like Blue Moon. I'm not gonna lie, I've never been a beer type. I tried beer. That was my first time trying beer. I didn't like it. We go through all that bowl. None of us are going good. None of us are bowling good, but we're all having fun, stuff like that. We usually bowl really good around the 150s and stuff like that, but today we're just not having it because we all drunk, we all upset and stuff like that. So we get through it. We're all laughing, all that. We finally get back out to the car, and we all get in our cars. We're about to go start heading home. I get in my truck because I have a big GMC Chevy truck for my dad. So we're sitting there in the truck. L's in the truck with me. We decide to put it in reverse. I don't see, it's a really dark parking lot, so there's no lights at all. We're in the middle of nowhere. I start reversing, and I don't see any cars behind me or anything back up. And I felt like I hit something, and I'm like, what the heck? So I pull forward, and I get off the car, and next thing I'm looking, it's Timo. I hit Timo in the back on the side of his car, and I'm like, man, he didn't say anything because he's just sitting behind me, no lights on, no nothing. I'm like, bro, you good? He's like, he's just out of it because he's been drinking all night, all that stuff. So I'm like, bro, it's okay, bro. You just go home and all that shit like that. It was only that his front windshield broke or whatever. It wasn't bad. It was just a little crack in it or whatever. I paid him the money the next day to get it fixed and all that stuff. But it was a great experience. I won't lie. Will I do it again? Maybe if I do have friends like that, depending on the time and date, if I'm not busy or working and stuff like that. But the goal of this video is to tell you, do not do this at home. This was just a experiment that me and my friends wanted to do because you can get fired on the job for doing this. So just be careful what you do, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye, guys.
And let's do what we do. When the night shine, when I'm blue, and let's